Mindset work comes from God himself, because God knows exactly how you should live, how you should look at life, how you should think. Literally in the Bible it says, as a man thinketh, so he becomes. It says so in the Bible. As a man thinketh, he becomes. What does it mean? The way you think will determine your life. So you have to think in a better way about your life. You have to look at it different. You have to stop dwelling in the past. And that actually takes me to the second thing that you can do in order to change your life. So as I said, number one, it's working on your mindset. But number two, this changed my whole life more than anything I did in my life, was to find forgiveness. Hello everyone, how is everyone doing today? Dominika coming to you live on Facebook once again. And today I have a very powerful topic to share with you guys. I want to share with you 3 things that you can do in order to have big results in your life. This is in relation to your finances, having more abundance, more happiness, more fulfillment, and more joy in life. So this is going to be a great topic. If at any given moment you feel like there should be someone here that should watch this video, please tag them below in the comments or share this video with them so that they can watch me either live or on a replay. This is gonna be so powerful. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to do in order to have better results, bigger finances, more abundance, more fulfillment, more happiness, more joy in life. And who wouldn't want to have that? I know that even though I am so happy, I have successes, I would like to have even more. And today I want to share with you the 3 key things that you can do in order to achieve those bigger results. So who is excited? I am really excited for this video myself because this literally changed my life. And each time I implement this, I continue implementing those things. My life is more fulfilling, more happy, and I have more money in my pocket as well. So what else would I want, right? So if you are joining me live, say hello in the comments. Let me know that you can hear me. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So number 1 thing that you can do in order to have bigger results in life is to work on your mindset on a daily basis. Working on your mindset is gonna literally change your life. Mindset is your inner work, having more positivity in your brain, having better mindset around money, relationships, and businesses, finances in general. If you don't work on your mindset, you are gonna struggle to have bigger results because everything starts here. And then it's a result, everything becomes a result of our mindset. If your mind is not in the correct place, you will not think clearly. You will not attract the correct opportunities into your life. Or when the opportunities come, you will not even go for them. Because, for example, you will allow the fear to get in the way. Or you will self-sabotage yourself in order to not fulfill this kind of success. You are going to prevent yourself from going towards what's necessary to achieve success. So mindset is really, really important. Mindset is like 80% of success. You master your mindset and then you can just learn the strategy. Strategy is only 20%. Mindset is literally 80%. You know what's the most difficult when you are trying to build a business? Your mindset. Your blocks, the fear of judgment, being afraid that people will not like you, being afraid that you might sound pushy when you're trying to sell something. This is all to do with your mindset. It's nothing to do with the reality. It's all to do with your mindset. Whether people buy from you or no, it's also a result of your mindset. If all the time you show up and you think, I really have to make that sale, I hope this person buys from me. How do I get them to buy? You don't get anybody to do anything. You just show up trusting that your product or service is amazing and the correct people are gonna come and they're gonna want to buy it, whatever price it's at. But without that mindset, you are just gonna exhaust yourself. You are gonna exhaust yourself. You are gonna keep pushing, trying to sell with no results. And then you will wonder, how do I achieve that success? It all starts with your mind. And you know what's so interesting? Actually, in the Bible, it says all the time that the power of your mind is where the success lies. Everything starts with your mind. The mind is such a powerful place. If you master your mind, you will achieve beautiful things. Hey, Dana. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, you beautiful, beautiful soul. So this is the truth. And how you can change your mindset. Some of the things that I did personally was, the number one thing that I did was this. Any opportunity I had, I would listen to something motivational, something inspirational, something that got me thinking, something that I was learning from in order to change my life. This helped me deal with traumas. This helped me heal from childhood wounds. It helped me, see my life in different colors. It was such a beautiful thing that I did for myself. And it helped me eventually even quit my full-time job. So how awesome is that? And of course, I built a passive income stream on the side as well. But the number one thing that helped me was my mindset, working on my mindset, looking at things differently, not the way I understood them before, but the way they are, and then just adding more positivity into my thinking as well. Because I used to be a very, very negative person. I was really hateful. I was looking at things really, really badly, and that affected me so much, so much. It even drove me to depression. I drove myself to that. But then when I worked on my mindset, I realized the mind is a powerful place, and it's either gonna make you succeed or it's gonna destroy you. And it's your choice what you do with it. And of course, it takes time. It's not easy to change your mindset. It takes daily work to change your mindset. But if you do it daily, it's going to be the best thing you do for your life. You'll have more happiness, more better relationships with people. You will find more successes, and you will be truly fulfilled. Everything starts with your mindset. So listen to something that motivates you on a daily basis. Listen to something that inspires you to move, to take the road less traveled by. And you can look up, literally what I did was, I looked up 3 YouTube videos at the very beginning, something motivational, something inspirational. And I clicked on the ones that stood out to me. And I actually have a YouTube channel as well. When I add this on YouTube, you might be watching me on YouTube. Right now, we are live on Facebook. But when my YouTube channel is called Invisible Mindset, and I actually add videos in there as well about motivation, changing your life, getting closer to God, and it's beautiful, beautiful place to be. If you want to tune into something inspirational, positive, to help you heal, to help you find more happiness. So that was one thing that you can do. For example, listen to something motivational. You can also, sign up for master classes whenever you feel like it. When you feel like something is for you, you're gonna know that this is for you. Pray to God for direction, and He's gonna guide you to the correct people that you're meant to learn from. When you trust that this is the person I need to learn from, then you will be able to learn from them, and you will change your life. But mindset is so, so, so important. You know what mindset really is? Mindset work comes from God Himself, because God knows exactly how you should live, how you should look at life, how you should think. Literally in the Bible it says, as a man thinketh, so he becomes. It says so in the Bible. As a man thinketh, he becomes. What does it mean? The way you think will determine your life. So you have to think in a better way about your life. You have to look at the different. You have to stop dwelling in the past. And that actually takes me to the second thing that you can do in order to change your life. So as I said, number one, it's working on your mindset. But number two, this changed my whole life more than anything I did in my life, was to find forgiveness. When I decided to stop living in the past and I decided to forgive all the people that hurt me in the past, when I decided to forgive myself for making wrong decisions, for making mistakes in my life, and I had a lot to forgive. I went through some hard things in life, let me tell you. And I also brought myself to these hard situations in life as well. But I decided to give my life over to God because, listen, I could not forgive. I was living so depressed and so suicidal because of everything that I went through. I was literally going crazy, replaying the scenarios over and over and over in my head. And I asked God to help me find healing, to help me find forgiveness, to show me how is it really possible that He forgives everything. And He showed me that it's all because of love. And because when we hold on to grudges, we are unhappy. We live a bad life when we hold on to grudges, when we are angry at people, when we are hateful. So when God came into my life, when I decided to give my life over to Jesus, He changed my life so much that now I have nothing but love for the people that hurt me in the past. So forgiveness is so important if you want to have big results in your life. Because if you are starting a business, you want a better career, you want beautiful relationships, you are not gonna have it unless you forgive. You will not have it unless you forgive. If you forgive the people who hurt you in the past, you will be operating completely differently. And I know that this is not easy. This takes time, sometimes even years. But if you decide to go on that journey of forgiveness, you are gonna be so happy. You're gonna have nothing but love for people around you and for yourself. You're gonna love life. You will be happy again. You will be so joyful and you will be more fulfilled. True blessing and happiness, honestly, doesn't even start with money. It starts with forgiving people around you. When you forgive people around you, you are gonna be so happy. You are gonna be so blessed. And so many beautiful doors will open up for you. But you have to make that decision to do it. And it's not easy. That's why there are people that can help you in the process. There are books that can help you in the process. And actually, very soon, I'll share with you some of the tools that you can use in order to forgive people, which is so beautiful. But number one thing that helped me forgive was to give my life over to God, because He showed me why I should forgive. You don't forgive because the people that wronged you didn't do anything bad. You forgive because God loves you and you deserve love and happiness in your life. And He wants you to let go of the past, because the past is in the past. It cannot be changed. So when you forgive, you are able to move forward and have more success, more clarity, because your mind will not be stuck and focusing on what's wrong. You understand what I'm talking about? So forgiveness is so powerful, and it really changed my life. It's so beautiful. I love it. And so many people need forgiveness in their hearts. This is why you live unhappy. This is why you are hateful. This is why you don't have success. Because you are holding on to grudges from the past, the resentment and anger. You have to let that go. And then you will be truly happy and fulfilled, and you will have big results in business, in finances, in relationships, in your education. Whatever you want to achieve in life, it's possible. But number one thing that you have to do is forgive. Okay? And also, the third step that you can do in order to have bigger results is to implement new habits. Marzena, yes, you're right, but it's hard to forget. Yes. Yeah, it is. And it's a journey that you have to take and be on throughout your life. So we don't need to forget what happened in our past, Because when you try to just forget about it, it comes back all the time. When you actually try to forget, it comes up because you get triggered and you just remember it. You have to forgive. Forgive is accepting what happened. Accepting what happened and not allowing yourself to be in that anger and shame and guilt and sadness of what happened anymore. And when you are trying to forgive, it's gonna be hard at the very beginning because the people that hurt you, they hurt you. They shouldn't have done it. Full stop. They shouldn't have done it. But it happened, okay? And now we cannot change the past. We just can look at it different. So you can start, for example, by looking at your life from a place of, okay, I forgive everybody that hurt me in the past because now I want more happiness in life. It's a decision that you make. When you forgive those people, it's not that you're saying, oh, they hurt me, whatever. No, no, no. You are saying, I forgive because I want to be free. So you forgive because you want to be free. But as I said, at the end of this video, I'll also share a tool that you can use to help you forgive, okay? It's a beautiful tool. I think so many people are gonna love it. So stick around. But I want to go back to the third point, which was to implement new habits. Implementing new habits into your life, it's gonna change your life and it's gonna bring you more happiness, more fulfillment, more love, more freedom, more abundance, whatever you want to call it, okay? Implementing your new habits, it's gonna be so beautiful for you because in order to have something that you do not have yet, you need to do what you have never done before. And one of the things can be forgiveness, which I already said. If you have never forgiven anybody, I mean those deep, deep traumas, deep things that are in your heart, that are in your mind, keep you up at night, this is a habit that you can implement now. Practice forgiveness, journal about it, pray, 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 give it over to God. It was never yours to carry, okay? But this is one thing, one habit. It's a beautiful habit that you can implement. Another beautiful habit that you can implement is, for example, prayer. Prayer is spiritual, okay? And it's gonna change your life. And I'm not trying to push religion on you or nothing like that, but really this changed my life so much. When I started praying, I started tuning into God, my soul, I became such a different person. I became a different person, much calmer, wiser, stronger. I have more clarity now, what I'm supposed to do in life, where I'm supposed to go, how I'm supposed to speak, who I'm supposed to talk to. So God will connect you with the correct people at the right time. But how is it going to happen? When you pray, when you trust, when you build a relationship. So it's a beautiful habit to implement. And I know that it also takes time, especially if people hurt you in the past. You might be skeptical to who God is. You might not trust who God really is. You might feel like God doesn't love you and he doesn't care about you because of the things that you went through. But that's not true at all. I also went through that journey myself. And you know, what I found out about the real God is just a true blessing, and he's so loving and caring, and he wants the best for you. When you really tune into the real God, not the one that people misrepresent, not the one that, you know, people just judge, people use religion in wrong ways, okay? Just to say the least. But it's a beautiful habit to implement. Another new habit that you can implement, for example, is going live. So for example, if you have a business, you're trying to build a brand, you're trying to show up and show people that you're there, that you have something going on. Maybe you're a coach, you're a mentor, you want to help people change their lives. You want to, you know, sell your products or services, whatever it may be. Going live, it's a beautiful habit to implement. You know why? Because when you implement this habit, you will actually build more confidence, you will be wiser, and you will learn how to be on camera, and you will show up differently. It will push you so much out of your comfort zone that you are gonna be having so many more successes. You are gonna look at your life just completely different, which is so beautiful. And I strongly encourage you, if you have a business online, do go live, because people need your words, people need your encouragement, and people need your products if you sell something, because everything solves some kind of problem, and you might have something that can genuinely help people. So why not show it to them, okay? Let's see what else. Oh, another beautiful habit that you can implement is, of course, reading. Reading before bed instead of scrolling or watching TV will really change your life, and you will sleep better as well. Because the blue light, actually, it's not really good for our brains, okay? So when you read before bed, you will be actually sleeping much better, and you can learn some beautiful things in the process, or just relax, depending on what you like to read. And I know that some of you might be thinking like, okay, but I don't like to read. This is not for me. You think reading is not for you only because of the books that you had to read during school, that you had no interest in. When you pick, the movies that you watch, you might like comedy, romance, you might like fantasy or whatever. You have to read those kind of books in the same genre that interests you. That's when you will enjoy reading. It's actually a beautiful, beautiful routine, beautiful habit that you can implement, and it changes your life. Another obvious one, but we don't do it enough, all of us. Exercising, going on a walk. It's really, really important for your brain, for your blood, for your circulation, for your mind to exercise and get some clean, fresh air. So it's important for you to leave your house on a daily basis, unless you're like sick, okay, and chained to bed and you have a fever. Do not leave the house. But if you can walk, if you have a way to move around, even if you're on crutches, do go outside and get some fresh air on a daily basis. Because if you do it, this is gonna help you pump up your blood, pump up your veins. You are gonna clear your mind. You'll get some fresh air. Oxygen is essential for human beings. So it's important to go and get some fresh air. Okay? Get some fresh air. You need it. You are not a tree that lives on carbon monoxide. No, carbon dioxide. You live on oxygen. Oxygen can be found mostly outside by the trees. So go outside, breathe in the fresh air, listen to birds, watch the nature as it grows, as it changes in every season, and you're gonna operate differently. I'm telling you, this changed my life so much. Let me see if I wanted to say another habit. Yeah, of course. So another beautiful habit can be listening to motivational videos. Like I said at the very beginning, fix your mindset, and this is gonna change your life. So listen, watch, and absorb the content that's right for you. Not the one that makes you think about your past, not the one that makes you feel angry or resentful or sad. Watch something that actually boosts your mood. Watch something that helps you learn. Watch something that helps you become a better human being. Don't absorb everything, okay? Right now on online or social media, there are so many videos, so many different accounts, so many different people sharing different stuff online. Not everything is meant to be consumed by you. Be selective with what you give your time, okay? Be selective with what you give your time, because this will determine whether you have the big results or no. That's the truth, okay? But, so here were the three things that you can do. Number one, fix your mindset. Work on your mindset every single day. Number two, forgive. Stop living in the past. Find forgiveness, find love, forgive those people, let it go, break those chains from the past, and you will live a happy life. And number three, implement new habits. So now I want to show you two beautiful tools that I have created in order to help you in both of those things. Are you excited? I know that I am, because this stuff really changed my life. and the feedback in relation to those things was phenomenal. So I want to share it with you. The number one tool that I have is 4-in-1 weekly planner. This is a planner that I designed by myself. Actually, I designed it because I was looking for something like that. And also I was inspired by my mom and she wanted something like that. So I created it for her and for myself. And in the process, other people get to use it. So it's a beautiful tool and I'm so happy to share it with you guys. So 4-in-1 weekly planner, it's a tool that will help you stay organized. It will help you track your budget. It will help you meal plan, which are beautiful habits to get into. But the best part is, I'm going to show you, there is actually a whole page for habit tracking, a habit tracker. And the habit tracker, it's a beautiful tool in order for you to check your progress, how you're doing throughout the week. So we have four different pages, okay? I'll show you before I get started in relation to habits. But there are 4 pages. One of them is weekly planner. So 1 page for a week. Budget tracker, 1 page for a week. Another page for meal planning, a whole page for a week. And 1 page for habit tracking for a week. This planner is for 1 whole year. It doesn't have dates, so you can use it at any time of the year. You can purchase it at any time of the year and you can use it because you fill in your own dates. So coming back to the habit tracker, why am I mentioning it right now? If you want to get rid of bad habits and you want to implement new habits, it's a good tool in order to actually track your progress. So how does it work? Every single week, you are going to fill in the habits that you want to implement or you want to get rid of. So for example, let's say you want to implement Bible study. You want to implement praying. You want to implement forgiveness. You want to implement going live. You want to implement reading. You want to implement exercising. And then, for example, you want to stop watching TV before bed, maybe stop smoking or stuff like that, okay? And what you're gonna do is every day that you succeed, you're gonna tick it off, okay? You're gonna tick it off for the whole week. And at the end of the week, you will be able to see how you did. It's a beautiful tool, helped me so much to get rid of bad habits and to implement good habits. So I strongly encourage you to actually purchase this 4-in-1 weekly planner. I forgot to copy the link before I started the live video. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna add the link in the comments after the live video. But if you wanna check it out on Amazon, you can type in 4-in-1 weekly planner. If you cannot find it, just drop me a message and I'll send you the link. It's available worldwide, wherever you are in the world. And as I said, it's for 1 whole year. It's a beautiful, beautiful cover. Perfect for the season now. You know, autumn is coming. The leaves are turning yellow and golden. So it's a beautiful cover. I love this so much. Oh yeah, and also at the very beginning, there is a whole page with instructions how to use it, okay, to help you. But also there are 2 pages. One of them is this helps you track birthdays of your family and friends. So you will be able to fill in, there are like 12 months in the year, right? So we have 12 boxes and you can fill in the birthdays of your loved ones so that you remember about them. And then there is also a page for special occasions. So if there is like a christening or a wedding or you're going on a holiday or something beautiful is happening, you can fill it in here and you will be able to remember it because you will be able to check it. Okay, so that's one tool that you can use in order to implement new beautiful habits into your life. I strongly encourage you to check it out because this really is such a beautiful tool and it helped me so much. And now, for those of you who are struggling with forgiveness, if you are really, really struggling with forgiveness, I would love for you to message me because this is something that I can definitely help you with. I would love to help you out in any way that I can. If I ever feel like I'm not the right person to help you, I can direct you to somebody else. But if you feel like you need to talk to me, you are more than welcome to message me. But also, I actually wrote a book about my forgiveness journey. It's a beautiful tool, and it's gonna help you see how you can forgive all the people that have hurt you in the past. How forgiveness changes a person. Because my book has two parts. Number one, the part one, it's me without God, me in anger, me in resentment, me in shame. I was so angry, I couldn't forgive people. I was really, really bad. Like, I was so hateful. And it drove me to depression and suicide. But then in part two, when I actually gave my life over to God, you can see the transformation I went through. How much love and care I have for those people who have hurt me, for myself, towards God. And it's a beautiful thing. So my book is called Her Final Prayer. Her Final Prayer, a story of how a girl found God. It's available on Amazon. And it's gonna help you forgive everybody that has hurt you in the past. There is no point for you to dwell in the past. Past is in the past. Forgive and you will be free. I can promise you, when you forgive, you will be truly free. Because that helped me as well. And God is so beautiful, and He loves you so much, and He wants to help you forgive. And so I wrote this book to help you see that anything can be forgiven. It's a beautiful testimony of how God changed my life. So I would strongly encourage you to purchase this book. If you feel like this is for you, you know who you are. As I said, it's available on Amazon as well. You can look it up, Her Final Prayer by Dominica, and it's gonna come up, okay? And you can buy it from anywhere in the world. There is like paperback version and ebooks as well. So whatever you need, I got you. But it's a beautiful, beautiful book about the transition I went through. How much hate, how much resentment, you know, I had so much anger within me, and God took it all away. God took it all away, and I decided to leave it all behind. There is no point dwelling in the past. Forgiveness changed my life. And this is my story about forgiveness. So if you feel like this is for you, you know where to find it. As I said, Her Final Prayer available on Amazon. After the live video, I will also I'll post the link here for the book as well, so that you can find it easier. You should be able to find it anyway, but I can still post the link here. As I said, I didn't copy the links before I got started here on the live stream. So these two beautiful tools can help you. They're very cheap. I mean, you know, like it's cheaper than going for a full masterclass. And it's a beautiful tool that you can come back to all the time. It's not something that you purchase once and you use once. You can use the planner for one whole year. The book, you have it for your whole life, or you can give it to somebody else who needs it. But this is the things that you can do in order to change your life. And I hope that you really enjoyed this video, because these things, if you really take it, if you didn't just listen to this video just to listen to it, you will really change your life. You will be more happy, more free, more abundant. You are gonna be truly, truly free. And I want this for you. I want this for you because God changed my life, and all of these habits, all of the mindset work really, really helped me in order to change my life. All this stuff helped me quit my full-time job, have more money, more success, beautiful relationships, and I am really happy now because of what all of this did in my life. That's why I decided today is the day to share it. I know that so many people need it, and you might be one of them. So as I said, you know where to find it. You can go on Amazon. If you can't find it, drop me a message. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, as I will post this on YouTube, there is gonna be the links in the description below, so you can check them out, okay? But I appreciate your guys' time so much. I really, really, truly appreciate you. I hope you have a beautiful day or evening, whatever time you have watched this at. And thank you everybody once again. I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Bye-bye.